everyone, Ivana Taylor here from DIY Marketers, and I am at the Be the Change event 2014 here in lovely and sunny Las Vegas. I am here with Rhonda Wall, who is my dear friend and online business manager, and this is what we're going to be talking with you about today. You're going to think it's crazy that DIY Marketers, all about do it yourself, is going to talk to you about getting help. And one of the really interesting things is that probably the biggest piece of advice that you're going to get as a small business owner to take your business from a hobby to a real business, right, where you're making money, is to get away from doing everything yourself and to get help in a team. Well, then the most common phrase we hear is get a virtual assistant, get a VA. And that's appropriate sometimes, but there's another member of your team that could be even more important, and that's an online business manager. And you're probably wondering what that is, and that's why Rhonda is here. Rhonda from VA Village, welcome.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to have you.
I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be at Be the Change too.
So what did you and I talk about at Be the Change that really surprised you about why there aren't many people like you here?
I know. I was wondering that because at Be the Change, the big thing is you need to have support in order to grow your business. But there isn't a lot of support people here, like VAs and online business managers. And these are the people who need you the most. So I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to get to know these people that I can help and help them grow their business.
Awesome.
But yeah, I was really surprised not to see more online business managers and virtual assistants here at the event.
Right, so let's talk a little bit about what the difference is. What is a virtual assistant exactly? And then what is an online business manager?
Okay.
What's the difference?
Right. Well, a virtual assistant is someone, it's more task oriented. There's someone.
So like what?
So there's someone who can, set up a shopping cart for you, or they can set up emails for you, or they can do your newsletter. They can do all of that stuff. They do tasks for you. Tasks that maybe you don't want to be doing, you can't do, or can do and don't need to be doing. So that's what a VA can help you with. And a lot of times people can start with the VA too. They can start with the VA just to get a couple of things off their plate.
Right.
So if you just need to maybe just have someone set up a shopping cart for you, or you just need someone to do your newsletter for you, so that frees up your time enough in where you're at with your business, then a VA is appropriate for you.
Right.
But what we're going to edit that, so I'm going to be quiet for a minute. So once you get to a level where you are ready to really expand and grow your business, that's when you need an online business
So
manager.
what's going to happen to me that's going to trigger me to say, oh my God, I think I need an online business manager?
When you feel like you kind of hit that glass ceiling and you feel like you can't grow anymore and you're becoming the bottleneck in your company.
And what does that look like? Is it that I'm like staying up all night, or like what does my life look like that says a VA just isn't enough for me anymore?
Right, and that can look different for everybody. But when you're at the point where you feel like I can't do any more, I can't take on any more clients, I can't have any more customers, my business is going as far as it can go because I'm doing as much as I can do, then that's when you're ready to break out and get that help, and you're ready for an online business manager.
Okay, so tell me, so there's a difference between online business manager and a VA, and we talked about that online business management is really a little bit more strategic in nature.
Right.
So say more about that. What does that look like in the real world?
Right. An online business manager is someone who's going to do just that. They're going to help you to manage your business and manage the whole back end of your business so that you know your business is running the way that it should be doing. Your online business manager may not be doing actual tasks, but they're making sure that those tasks that need to be done are getting done. They're looking at your big picture. They're looking at your goals, at your budget, at your end result that you're wanting, and then they're helping you strategize exactly what needs to be done to make that happen, and then they're taking that off of your plate and making sure that that happens for you.
So maybe you can give us some specific examples of, like, take us all the way through from like when you get a new client, like when the bell goes off, because I know since we've been here, people are like, oh my God, I need that.
Right.
So talk a little bit about that moment, and then talk a little bit about like some real experiences so that people get a flavor of what it's like to work with an online business manager.
Right. So say you're launching an event, even like a virtual event or whatever. So you know that there's certain things that you need to be doing in order to make that event successful. But you also need the support, because you're going to need people to send out emails, and you're going to need marketing
and not just send out emails that you write, but maybe write the emails for you.
Exactly.
Right?
So you're going to need all of that done, because you want to concentrate on what it is that you're doing, what it is that makes you money. That's what you have to focus on.
Right.
So you have an online business manager can sit down with you, strategize, and let you know the pieces that are needed to make that launch successful. And then that online business manager can not only do that, but can take that information and go and make those things happen for you.
So an online business manager then may have a team of VAs with them, hence VA Village.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly, right? So I really like that. I mean, I can speak for myself, because Rhonda and I are part of the same team, which is really cool. I found the VA Village crew, and I started with a VA. That's how it turned out.
Right.
I started with the one shopping cart.
Right.
And then I had to create a sales page, but I was stuck, and time was ticking. And I said, "Can you get the sales page started for me?"
Right.
Right. And then you said, "Well, you know what? You can do the sales page, but you're also going to need, this, that, and the other thing."
Right, exactly.
So an online business manager, actually, what's really great about online business managers, maybe you can talk a little bit more about that, is they have other clients.
Right.
And you want that.
Right.
Why do we want that?
Because they have worked with other clients, and they have seen what works, what doesn't work. They have also seen what other people are doing, and they can help you. Plus, they've been through a launch. Maybe it's your first launch, but they've been through dozens or hundreds of launches, depending on how long they've been in business. So they know exactly what needs to happen. So as soon as you say, "Oh, I'm doing a launch," then for me, with my clients, when they say, "Oh, I'm going to do, I'm going to launch a product, or I'm going to launch my coaching program, or whatever," then all of these whistles are going off in my head, and there's like a list starting in my head. Okay, this is what we're going to need. This is what we're going to need. So then I can start taking note. Okay, and I can give them the information of, okay, this is what I'm going to need from you. This is what we're going to need to have other people do. These are the people that we're going to need to put in place. And then usually I create a plan around that. So we'll create a plan.
You have a template plan. This is actually, to me, the big deal. Because you can decide, like, I'm going to do a telesummit, right? But then you think that you have to do this whole thing yourself, and you don't even know all the details that go into either a product launch or a virtual event or a telesummit or whatever.
Right.
And what's really awesome is that all I have to say is, we're doing an event, the date is X, and I don't have to say any more than that, because she has a template. She has everything.
Right.
It's already done. So this is the beautiful part. You don't even really need to think about the strategy too much. There is a success strategy, and your online business manager is going to have it.
Right, exactly. And with most of my clients, they can give me that simple information. A lot of times they'll tell me, I'm going to do a telesummit, and this is what I want it to be about. This is kind of the subject of it. This is the date that I want to do it, and that's all. That's all I need from them. So they're
an online business manager can recruit speakers.
Exactly.
I know you've done that for me. So
exactly.
So you might have speakers you want to use, but you're like, wow, I'd love to get a speaker about this or that, health and wellness, or small business, or whatever. And your online business manager can reach into their community.
Right.
And find you appropriate speakers.
Right, I do that all the time. Just like with your telesummits too.
Yeah.
I've had some of my clients speak at your telesummits.
Right.
I've had you speak at some of my clients' telesummits. So yeah, because I have that community of coaches and speakers that I'm working for them, and so I know which ones are going to work well together, so I can make those connections as well. So I can make those JV connections too. So we'll do some JV launches together, and really it's about managing everyone's business and making everyone successful together. And that's what your online business manager is concerned about, your business being successful. So they're going to do whatever it takes to make your business successful. So if that means making partnerships or making sure that everything on the back end is getting done when you're preparing for a telesummit or for a product launch or for a coaching program launch, then they've done it so many times, they already know what's required. And you don't really have to think about all the pieces you're going to need. They're going to let you know. So I let my clients know, okay, this is the pieces that I'm going to need from you. and then the rest of it I can do. And then I write out a plan so they see the plan, so you're on the same page and you know what I'm doing, what I'm getting together for you, what to expect, when to expect it, and all of that type of stuff. And then if you have any questions along the way, you have someone that you can ask. If you need ideas, you know, you have that too. If you want JV partners to be a part of your launch, then your online business manager is a good connection for that as well. So your online business manager really becomes an important part in your business, and they really take ownership in your business and want to see your business succeed too.
So I'm going to ask you a question. What are probably some of the most common questions that you get or challenges that you get from people around VAs and online business management?
Right. The biggest question that I get is what type of task can I give to my online business manager?
Oh, that's a great
or
tip, right?
even
That's
to
why
my
people
VA.
don't delegate.
Right, exactly.
They don't know what to do.
Because they're not sure exactly what task or what things an online business manager or a VA can help them with. So that's where an online business manager really comes in handy, because they can let you know just exactly what they can take off your plate. So you can have a simple meeting with them, and I like to do like a 3-month plan. And if I can just sit down and kind of pick your brain and find out, hey, what are your goals for the next 3 months? Or what things do you have coming up in the next 3 months? You know, are you planning a launch? Are you planning a new program? What are your plans for the next 3 months? And usually, if you do it in a 3-month form, that's small enough that we can think that through and we can strategize. So just from knowing what you have coming up, then I can take that information and say, okay, with everything that you have going on, this is what I can handle for you. This is what I can take off your plate, so that you don't have to worry about during reaching whatever your goals are for these next 3 months. So that's why, that's probably the biggest question. And so if you have an online business manager, it's easy for them to help me help you kind of thing. If I just ask you those probing questions about, hey, just what do you have coming up? And so I'll just let you know what I can do to help you. And it may be things that you never even thought that person can help you do or can take off your plate, because I get that all the time. Oh my gosh, you can do that, or you can do that, or you can, you know, even if it's something that I don't do, a lot of times I have a connection of someone who's really good at that piece, and we'll pull that person in, and that's what your online business manager is responsible for.
So here's another really big question, and that is, how do you go about finding a good online business manager? What are some questions you can ask them to kind of ferret out and find out, can they really help me the way you say you can?
Right, right. So what you want to do is you want to ask questions that are important to you. So what's really important in your business, and what's important in your goals and reaching your goals, and see how that online business manager responds to that, and how you feel with that. Because it really is, it needs to be a connection. And getting referrals, you know, asking other people. You can talk to the online business manager's clients that are working with them, and they're happy to, you know, share that information, good or bad. If you have a bad experience, you're going to talk about that. You're going to want to talk about it. If you have a good experience, you want to talk about that too. So, you know, just ask. And just having, if you have that conversation with someone, you can kind of tell if it's going to work for you, because not every personality works well together. So, you know, make sure it's someone that knows your business well, knows, you know, what type of business you do.
Right, knows your audience.
Well. Yeah, knows your audience,
That's
knows what you're doing. Right. I have people come to me, and they may be in an industry that I'm not familiar with. And if I don't really feel like I can do them justice, then I don't want to work with them, because they're not going to be happy and I won't have happy clients. And it may be the same way, you know, someone may come to me, and if they're just not feeling like it's a good fit for them, then that's fine. But, you know, don't let that stop you. There's someone out there that's going to be a fit for you. And, you know, a good thing about having a village, and what we do at VA Village, is a lot of times we can find that good fit for you. So if one person isn't kind of a good fit for you, then there probably is someone else that's a good fit for you. We can kind of match that for you and be your VA matchmaker kind of thing, so
I
that
love
you get
that,
exactly
right?
what you want. Yeah.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you, Rhonda.
Thank you for having me.
VA Village, and now I hope you guys are really, really clear about what an online business manager is, what a VA is, and how to get one started in your business.